Welcome to today's edition of NCR Video Tutorials. Today's presentation is Console with Stephanie Smith.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Matikowitz, and today we'll be doing a brief overview of the NCR LOHA's newest advanced web-based browser reporting system Console, but specifically we'll be looking over the sales reporting aspects that this tool has to offer. So from here, I'm on the dashboard. To access this by going to store.ncrconsole.com. Through here we can go to Reports and select Sales Reports. Right here we'll see that we have a few different options, but we'll start with the one that's entitled Sales. With the daily sales reports, we can look at hourly, daily, weekly by period, monthly, or yearly. But down here you'll see for this specific time period, which we can choose, actually, by just selecting these calendar dates here, which is whatever date range we would like to do. We can look at all of those days split up into daily because we have it under the daily tab. We can look at those specific days by selecting this, which are all blue because they're linked into more reporting. So through here, it'll take us to a report that'll list all of your employees and exactly how much they've sold, any refunds or price changing period items under those numbers. But down here, we can actually look at all of those checks for that range. So from there, we can select on this one to be able to look directly into a check without having to search for it on the LOHA Manager program. Scroll down. You'll see what was on that check specifically, how many, final pricing, and if there were any discounts applied, it'll all be down here, including the manager and any notes that they may have put into the point of sale when providing that discount. We can go down into not just the general sales for that time period, but we can look at the hourly sales. And this will just take us deeper under further, so I give you an idea of when every single item was closed out during this time period and when you should be staffing the highest or maybe sending people home, just a good way to track. We are able to add things to this, such as labor cost. And down here, you can see that we have those hours, the sales that were there during that time, the labor cost, the percentage, all the hours combined of all of your labor, and the amount of employees that were on during that time period. And again, you can select this and actually export this into an Excel sheet if you need this for any kind of outside meeting. So for doing just sales, we can add in also comparative information such as the same day of last year, so same Wednesday of that year, or just the average around that time period by selecting average around. Then we can see that the average typically is 304, however, this specific day we had 885. How is it that we continue to create those sales with those numbers? Report. The product mix is one of my favorite features with Console. Again, select the date range you would like to see. If we go down this way, you'll see that all of the categories, or however your LOHA system has been configured, is broken into the quantity for that time period, the sales brought from that specific category, percentage quantity of that amount, percentage of the sales that went to that, the average price of each item. Right here we can do a nice plate chart. However, we go to details. And through there you'll see a list of all of your food items that were sold during that time period, including how many, the amount of sales that are brought in specifically, percentage of total quantities, percentage of total sales, percentage of the category sales specific to that one item, or the average price of all of those. And if you're looking to possibly do anything in terms of a menu change, you can actually track the trend on items to see if it's something that should go on the next menu. So again, select the date range, and we can look down there and see exactly how much of one specific item was sold on whatever date range you would like to see. If you'd like, you can even select one certain day to see how you've done in that time period. So if I go back, give myself a larger date range, you hit update. So just on Sundays, how much you sold of the specific item here. Another great part of the product mix reporting that is available through Console is the employees aspect. Through there, we can select this as well because it's blue. And you'll see a list of all of the employees that you have that have sold a certain category that you've selected, what the item was, the quantity, sales, and any discounts applied. Again, this is exportable, and you can change the date range, and you can look into one specific person if you would like. Just see how they're doing. This is a great way to see if there's certain people that maybe need a little extra training to push that sale a little bit further.